Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. So, we are going to be talking about Kentucky today, and specifically here, let's take a look at Kentucky. It looks we're 99% in, and I'll tell you, it usually looks like this. Your average map, no surprise. However, it's mainly this county that holds, I don't know, the capital. Let's see what that county is called. Okay. I have a little cold, so I'll be blowing my nose a lot. So, if you will, Kentucky counties. All right. So, Franklin County, that's what it's called. Franklin County tends to be more tossed up. And that was a county that we were like, okay, will it go to Harris? Will it go to Trump? I don't know. It seems it's going more left lately, in like the 2023 elections. But to be honest, the 2023 elections, there were a lot of Democrats showing up for Andy Beshear. So, if you will, that does kind of make sense there. So we're gonna go ahead and go all the way down. And we're going to look at our prediction. Yeah, Kentucky. And apparently we had Franklin County go for Harris. You'll see Franklin County is in for Harris. We had that for Harris here. But why did we have all of a sudden Franklin County going for Harris? Well, I will use, like, in the 2020 elections, we saw this county go against Mitch McConnell. I get Mitch McConnell isn't your most friendliest guy, but it basically, the turnout is high in these Senate races. So I basically took it as, these races, as you should know, in other words, they're going to be voting in, it isn't necessarily in regards of the candidates popular. You'll see 59.7% in 2014. Oh, yeah. Fayette County must have a big problem with Mitch McConnell. So if I would have took note on that, oh yeah, plus there's low turnout in 2014. I mean, not to Mitch McConnell's defense, 2014 was a low turnout year, so that is for his defense there. Same deal. Mitch McConnell seems, now he has Franklin County, and in 2002, it's mainly the countryside that's voting against him, interestingly enough, there. But the point I'm making is, yeah, there were some elections. I'll go and defend myself a little bit. Well, I won't hold myself accountable here. There were some elections that Franklin County actually did vote in. For instance, let's take a look at 2023, where they voted for Republicans. We know for sure Franklin County went all in for Andy Beshear, 60% of the margin there. That's a little PTSD of a blue Kentucky. There's Russell Coleman. He ended up losing Franklin County, unfortunately. So something bad to look at there. But who knows? It's honestly a swing county, equivalently swing, in other words. Yes, you'll see Michael Adams. He won Franklin County. But the point was, I guess I was looking at, Franklin County's previous trends to the left in the last two elections. And I'm like, you know what? This county used to be more of a liberal county. And it's not about getting these predictions right. I want to be accurate so I don't go in and totally surprise myself. I don't want that to happen. But in other words, I also, it's not the end of the world. We also want Trump to overperform. So I'm happy that Franklin County went to Trump. I'm starting to catch my words and it's sounding like I'm not happy, but I'm happy. I'm actually happy. It's voted Republican in 3 executive elections. So let's see here. So we're going to go ahead and color in the Kentucky counties. Then again, Kentucky, just like Kansas, has a lot of counties. But then again, yep. Yes, and really, we overestimated Harris in Kentucky. I mean, a lot of analysts would think, well, I think it's silly to say the Kentucky gubernatorial election would have had an impact. Do you really think that had an impact? I don't think it did. Because then again, Andy Beshear, maybe it would have had an impact if Harris chose Andy Beshear as her running mate. But then again, Kentucky, that didn't change anything. Kentucky's not going to go for Harris if she had done that. And I'd rather her do that, waste her energy on a candidate that you can't possibly flip a state. You pick a candidate, pick a VP, a running mate, from a state you can't win. I'd rather you do that than, okay, I guess Tim Walz was more consequential than Andy Beshear. I mean, Andy Beshear would have been a horrible pick, not to mention. Or maybe it would have done something, in other words, of trying to appeal to more men. But come on, Andy Beshear is not that left compared to Tim Walz anyway. So let's take a look at Kentucky here. We're going to go ahead and say, okay, Franklin County, it went to Trump. We overestimated Harris in the state of Kentucky. And the theory was also that, you know what, the theory was that these more red states, Trump would be underperforming because then again, it's a red state. The momentum has been in this red state for a long time compared to blue states like New York and New Jersey, where people are just fueling the momentum and people are enjoying the momentum. It's new, right? It's new. It's not old. It's not old. And the momentum that has been going on in like the red states, my theory is like, okay, people have rode on the Trump train for so long. Yes, people want Trump back, but there's always going to be some people that will jump off because, you know, it's just, once again, they've been on too long. So this is absolutely my analysis here. That again, we were wrong about Franklin County, but you know what? It's better than to be wrong than lose, you know? And I'm glad, I mean, obviously we picked up Kentucky. We knew it was going to be a red wave. Specifically, Kentucky showed signs that, it's seeing that we aren't underperforming in, said Franklin County. And if we were underperforming in Franklin County, a lot of people say, would it be bad news for us general election-wise? Well, I don't think it would. I would think ideally it would have been more of a closer election than it would have been right now. But before we end off today, I want to know and see. Let's take a look at. Yeah, it was a close race in Franklin County. It was a close race. But ultimately, we had that county for Trump. Yes, Franklin County takes all the attention. Franklin County seems to have, yes. That's in Franklin County, right here. Yep, I know, I took note of that. Frankfort. That is where the capital is, and that's why Franklin County is technically up to grabs at some point. Here, it's up to grabs in some occasions. So, yes, you'll see it definitely went to Trump. It almost went to Biden in 2020. But then again, Trump expanded his lead by quite a lot in Franklin County in 2024. Did I say Biden? I said Trump expanded his lead by quite a lot in 2024. Not to mention, Frankfort's not the most populated city. I mean, it only has 28,000 people. A lot of people say, oh, it's super populated. Well, no, it's not. I mean, it's historic, definitely historic. But it's like your average old city from Kentucky. It's actually pretty nice. I mean, they have a couple built, like a big building right here. Yeah, it's a nice city. But ultimately, the results are in 51-46. Trump won that county. It's still a Republican county. So what do you guys think about our analysis today? Let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.